Recordings are not on, right? Are they supposed to be on?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our March council meeting. Today is March 11th. The time is now 10:09 a.m. and I hereby call this meeting to order. Just a reminder to please silence your phones. If you need to take a call, we ask you kindly step outside so we can maintain a respectful atmosphere. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicole Reynoso.
Present.
Councilwoman Porras.
Here.
Councilman Rafael Pinedo.
Present.
Vice Mayor Digna Cabral.
Present.
Mayor Christie Fraga.
Present.
Mayor, you have quorum.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilman Pinedo. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Thank you very much. We now have our invocation led by Father Israel Mago from Our Lady of Guadalupe. Padre, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we gather this morning with gratitude for the many blessings you have poured upon the city of Doral. We thank you for this community and for this council. Lord, we ask for your wisdom to be upon all the members of this city council. Guide their minds and hearts as they make decisions that will affect the lives of many. Give them wisdom to know what to do and how to do it for your great glory. Help all present to listen with patience, speak with kindness, and act with responsibility. Lord, inspire all who serve in public office to lead with humility, fairness, and compassion. May their service always reflect a deep commitment to justice, transparency, and the well-being of the community. We entrust this meeting and the future of this city into your hands. Bless Doral and bless us all. Amen.
Amen. Gracias. Thank you, Father. Okay, we'll now move into the agenda order of business. Start with the city manager's office.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. No, I do not have any changes.
Thank you, Madam Manager. Mr. City Attorney?
Good morning, Mayor and Council. No, I do not have anything for this morning.
Thank you. Councilman Pinedo?
None, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Vice Mayor Cabral?
No, I don't.
All right. Councilwoman Reynoso?
No, Mayor.
Okay, Councilwoman Porras?
No, none.
All right. I am going to go ahead and pull item 6H. Okay. If there are no more comments on that, we'll go ahead and go into our public comments. We'll now open the floor for public comments. Each speaker will have 3 minutes to speak and address any item on today's agenda or anything germane to the city of Doral. Please begin by stating your name and address for the record. To ensure you are registered with the city clerk, we'll start with those who have pre-registered. Otherwise, we will call your name at the end and you'll have an opportunity to speak. As a reminder, in accordance with the City of Doral's Code of Conduct, we ask that your remarks be made in a respectful, courteous, and orderly manner. Personal attacks, offensive language, and disruptive behavior will not be permitted. Let's work together to keep a productive and constructive conversation for all. Madam Clerk, do we have any pre-registered speakers? Madam Clerk, do we have any pre-registered
Apologies,
speakers?
Madam Mayor. Mr. Richard Gluckstadt.
Mr. Richard Glutstack, please approach the podium. 3 minutes.
Good morning, Fraga fascists. How are you today? Hope you're happy. I am disappointed in our leaders who have been so easily hoodwinked into supporting the MAGA movement. It's really not your fault, though, because of your Roman Catholic and Spanish cultures, you've been molded into subservient puppets. The U.S. has an F grade, according to the Transparency International, in corruption. All the Latin countries are ranked in the 40s. 100 is the best. Venezuela is in the 20s. It's the worst. We're all here because we and our families desired an honest nation of honest people, not professional liars and despots, a better life. Yet you sit here guilty of participating in the same kinds of activities only to enrich yourselves and further your careers. Just like in Latin America, exactly. In January 26, the city put forth $1.5 million on expenditures, $800,000 of which was for a police mobile command center. I understand that it's a grant that's going to pay for it, but still, you're going to have to take the bill after it's in operation, and you really don't need it. I don't care what the major just told me and how important it is. They can launch drones from there. Well, we're not facing an invasion from Italy, okay? We don't need it. They can take care of things without it. Yet people like me still have to pay for our senior club classes. Why is there always money for cops, but not for those still paying their dues like me? The city is already pimping out our parks to everybody and their brother, yet they need my lousy $20 for a class. I want free classes for me and my wife. The other seniors are not used to being, they're so used to being exploited and pushed around in their home countries that they've turned into gutless zombies over here. They don't even talk. They come here, sit here, and kiss ass. So do it for me and Amparo.
Mr. Glutstadt.
I really don't care.
Mr. Glutstadt.
Who don't
Please
care
be
to help
respectful in your
themselves.
comments. We have young women in the room.
Then clean up the corrupt, dysfunctional Parks Department, full of people whose only goal is to strengthen their powers and salaries. They don't even listen to what you tell them. And maybe get a kickback or two. By the way, how's your new purse? Is it the $30,000 purse good? Hope you're enjoying it. Getting you to change is like getting a snowball to pass through an oven. My chances are slim to none, but one or maybe two of you
Mr. Glutstadt,
can wake up to
that is your time.
to save us.
Mr. Gluckstadt,
So we
that's your
don't
time,
have
sir.
to serve you.
Mr. Gluckstadt, that is your time.
I'm finished. The power-hungry
Mr. Gluckstadt,
Doral
please.
bureaucrats, we...
IT, can we please turn off the mic? Mr. Glutstadt, please.
like what I say? Why don't you become a nice person overnight?
Mr. Glutstadt, we have always been very respectful to you. All I'm going to ask is that when you come up for public comments, that you do not use foul language. It is unacceptable in this room. Do we have any more public comments? I believe we have no more pre-registered speakers. Anyone else would like to speak during public comments? Now would be your reasonable opportunity. Being none, public comments is now closed. Okay, we need a motion on the consent agenda. Madam Clerk, would you please read the items that are being approved on the consent agenda?
It'll be all of the items on section 6 with the exception of 6H.
Okay, I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion to approve by Councilwoman Reynoso, second by Councilman Pinedo. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Let the consent agenda be shown as passed unanimously. All right, I now need a motion on the approval of the minutes.
Motion.
Motion to approve by Councilwoman Reynoso, second by Councilman Pinedo. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Let the minutes be shown as approved unanimously. All right, we'll now go into presentations.
Item 8A, Keep Doral Beautiful Business Award.
Mr. Del Toro, thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Honorable Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the council, Madam Manager, Mr. Deputy Manager, Mr. City Attorney, Madam Clerk, Danny Del Toro, Code Compliance Director. This month, we're pleased to recognize RVH Office Center for their outstanding commitment to keeping Doral beautiful. The property for which they are being recognized is located at 8725 Northwest 18 Terrace. RVH Office Center has been in the city of Doral for over 40 years. The property is approximately 173,000 total square feet and has 4 employees. RVH Office Center is a commercial building managed by JCT Management and offers professional office and bank spaces in one of the most desired corners of the city. Currently, they are home to 33 local businesses. Some of the recent improvements and ongoing maintenance include paving, milling, and striping of the asphalt parking lot, addition of new landscape and bi-monthly maintenance of all landscape, biannual cleaning of windows, and an on-site maintenance team to maintain all exterior areas. It is with great pleasure that we name RVH Office Center for the Keep Doral Beautiful Business Award for their continued efforts to keep Doral beautiful. Madam Mayor and Council, here to accept the award is owner Mario Enriquez and senior property managers Eduardo Garcia and Marisol Enriquez.
Hi, welcome. Please join us.
Thank you.
Would you like to say anything?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, in representation of the owner and the management, we want to say thank you to the city of Doral for taking us into consideration. It's an honor for us. We bought this property in 2003. The owners believed that Doral was going to make a difference someday. In 2003, Doral was incorporated. We bought it a little bit ahead of that. But we feel very proud of being part of the development of the city. A few years later, we bought a property at the site, Gateway Plaza, Doral, believing again in Doral. Now we feel part of you guys. You work for a city beautiful. Congratulations to all of you as well as we receive this. We feel honored. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for believing in our city and for investing in our community. Please come up for a photo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody can take a step this way, please. Yes, so you're sent. Thank you. Danny, come on this side. Bless you. Bueno, muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Sí, dile. Yo la veo all the time. All right. Let us continue. Madam Clerk.
Discussion items, item 9A, a resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Doral, Florida, approving donation boxes and third-party fundraising activities to city facilities, providing for implementation and incorporation of title and an effective date.
All right, thank you very much. This is my item. So the information was attached with, I think, a very well-descripted reason why we need some type of structure for this. We've had a lot of requests in the past and recently for support from the city to put donation boxes in our facilities. And while this is something we like to encourage our students to do and we want to support, we have had situations where management has felt uncomfortable arbitrarily approving them and not others, and not knowing where the items are going and who's the organization. There's really been no process in place. So this creates a policy and a process moving forward so that there is no questionable application of how we approve or move forward with allowing donation boxes, but also gives us a mechanism to research and do a little bit of investigation on where the items are going to make sure they are going to the right foundations, they are going to the people in need. If it's a hurricane disaster, that it is getting to that place. So I think this just gives the city some coverage as well as us to make sure that when we are supporting, whether it's a club at a school or a nonprofit organization in picking up items, that they are properly provided to where the organization is saying it's going, but also allows the city to have coverage and limited liability in its endorsement of that organization or process. That's basically what this is, and it just gives the administration guidance as to how to proceed moving forward. So if anybody has any questions, I will take them at this time. If not, also our city attorney, Mr. Gobiella, is available for any questions or clarifications.
Motion.
Motion to approve by Councilman Reynoso, second by Councilman Pinedo. If there's no additional questions, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Motion to approve made by Councilman Reynoso, seconded by Councilman Pinedo. Councilman Reynoso?
Yes.
Councilman Pinedo?
Yes.
Councilman Porras?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Cabral?
Yes.
Mayor Fraga?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for your support. Move on to the next item.
And item 9B, a resolution of the Mayor and the City Council of the City of Doral, Florida, authorizing the approval of the Parks and Police for Kids bylaws, providing for appointment of the Board of Director members, providing for authority, implementation, incorporation of recitals, and an effective date.
Okay, this is also my item. This is the appointment of the new members to the Parks and Police for Kids Board. If there's no additional questions, I just need a motion to approve.
I have some questions.
Okay, Councilwoman Porras?
So I was out in December when the PP4K was changed. And I couldn't make it to the meeting last month. So if maybe the attorney can give us just a very brief summary
I thought it was here.
of what happened with the foundation and, just what's happening now, where it went from directors that were appointed by each council member to where we are now. If you don't mind just giving us kind of like a brief summary of the transition and what's happened.
Sure. The bylaws that were in place required that basically any changes to the bylaws be done through this council, through this body. So you did pass a resolution saying that for the moment, the board was going to be dissolved, which is a power you have as a council, and that you're going to have a meeting to restructure the board. You did that so in the setting of yourselves as board of director members. So you passed, you approved those bylaws. Now they're coming back for you as a body, as a mayor and the council. So now today what you're doing is formally approving that. And also because there is a new structure to the board, you're appointing those members.
And isn't this an independent foundation from the city? Like what's the status of this foundation? I'm still trying to understand it, and I think it's important for the residents to understand it.
If you'd like to.
Yeah, so this is what we're currently doing. This foundation, to give a little bit of history, was incorporated in 2009, I believe it was. I don't remember the exact, but I think it was 2009. And the reason was because when the PGA Tour was here, they had, and as part of their mission, to leave a contribution to the communities that they come to, and they would give back to a foundation. At that time, the council here decided they would create their own foundation to receive the benefit from the PGA to donate. And in exchange, they gave police services and all these other things. When we lost, so the only source of revenue for this foundation, besides small in-kind donations from small businesses and maybe here and there a little fundraiser, was the PGA Tour until 2016 that it was lost. When the PGA Tour left, this foundation no longer was receiving significant funds to continue to manage its programming. So the city started to fund it from its general fund. When I came in 2023, I made it very clear that if the foundation wouldn't function on its own, we would have to close it because it's not fair that we continue to fund it from our general fund. Unfortunately, there was a hiccup in 2023 and in 2024, and so it was not the priority. Last year, as you very well know, we held our first golf tournament and gala. We raised over $350,000. It's the first time that there's actually been an initiative and a desire to raise funds independently for this organization to better manage its programming and enhance the programming for its intent. During that process, I realized that it was very difficult to do this with a board that was not made up of us. And so I brought to the council an opportunity to restructure the foundation so it becomes a true philanthropy arm of the city. The goal is to raise money to be able to redirect some of the funding that's coming from our general fund, knowing what's coming down the state, and be able to fund some of these things from this organization, such as our PTA grants, such as some of our CBO grants, so that we redirect it from our general fund that's paid for by our tax dollars to be paid for by independent funds, private funds. So we have lots of fundraising ideas for this year, besides also having another golf tournament and gala. We have applied at the state. We should be getting a grant that's been funded so far for $150,000. PGA's back. We're getting $210,000 from them. But the idea is for this to truly become a fundraising arm of the city, so that way we can fund new programming, free programming, so that it's not subsidized by our taxpayers. So the idea is to truly make this an organization that is run for nonprofits, for benefit of our community, our children first and foremost, and also our law enforcement. So we have restructured its mission, its goals, its priorities, and we felt that it would be best to have members of this council on the board so that it's easier to fundraise, quite frankly. So that's how it's being restructured, and I think it'll work very well. We are set to hopefully raise significant funds from the private sector so that we can continue to provide more free programming for our children, for our community, so that our tax dollars are truly used for what they are intended, which is operations of the city.
Right.
Madam Mayor, may I add to what you just mentioned?
Yes.
Just 2 points.
Absolutely.
So to answer also your question, the organization was created, as the mayor stated, in 2006. At that time, if you go actually to SunBiz, the articles of incorporation were executed by then the city manager at the time. And also, it states that the purpose of the organization is kind of, in essence, to be a fundraising arm for the city to meet the services that the mayor just mentioned. So is it an independent corporation? Yes, but it's done through the city. It was done from the city from the very beginning.
Yeah. No, and I completely think and find the basis very rational and reasonable. But I think what we're doing today is we're actually removing the city council from the board, right? Or
No,
are we keeping?
We're adopting the new members. We've already adopted the new bylaws. So the new bylaws will make the mayor the chair, the police chief part of the board, the parks director part of the board, one member of the community, which I'm appointing Josh Rios, who has to be a member that lives in our community for at least 2 years, and I appointed Councilwoman Reynoso. So it's one member of the council. They're all appointed by the mayor, ratified by council.
Right, so the council is not going to be part of the board.
No, there'll be one member of the community, the mayor,
Right.
one council member, the police chief, and the parks director.
Yeah, and that's what I don't support. I think that if we were going to dissolve the entity as it previously was and replace the board with the council, I was fine with that, right? But now we're saying we're not going to have the council be part of the board. And I have 2 questions, actually. The first one is this in line with, being that it is a foundation that is essentially working through the city, is this in line with the charter that requires that all boards and committees be have an appointee by each council member of the council? That's my first question. And 2, is it subject to public records request? Because it's, being worked through by the city is my second question.
So this is not a board or an agency of the city. As you stated, it is independent. So I think it would fall outside of what the charter states as far as city boards and agencies. However, because of the fact that they will be transacting in charitable donations that will benefit the city, and also since there will be more than one member of the councils at each of the meetings, yes, it's subject to sunshine and public records.
Well, you said there's going to be a member, oh, you mean one member from the
Could be more
council?
than
Got
two.
it.
So
Okay, so it is going to be subject to public records. That includes financials and every, okay,
yeah,
got it,
it pretty
okay.
much has been always. Yeah.
It always has been.
Got it. Yeah, I wasn't clear on that, yeah. Again, I do appreciate the idea, and I really do, honestly, I do like it, right? But I don't think I can support not having either a member or each of us that are part of the city council as a member, or allowing each of us to appoint someone as well. And that's the only reason I'm not going to be able to support it. But outside of that, yes, I do agree. It's actually been a very good source of revenue and also fundraising for programs, and it's being done, the gala that was done last year was great in fundraising I just don't like the detachment from the rest of the council is the
It's
reason
always
why I
been
won't
detached
support.
from the council, though.
Oh, we've been able to appoint and have had someone that can, update us, that can actually represent each of the council. That's the reason why I won't be supporting it. But again, I think the rationale makes sense and it's fine for me.
Okay, thank you very much. Any other questions?
Motion to approve.
Okay, motion to approve by Councilman Pinedo,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Reynoso. I'm just reiterating, I thought it was in the memo, but I did get to speak to him. We're going to be appointing Josh Rios as the community member. All right, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Motion to approve made by Councilman Pinedo, seconded by Councilman
Yes.
Councilman Reynoso.
Yes.
Councilman Porras.
No.
Vice Mayor Cabral.
No.
Mayor Fraga.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, thank you very much. I think we only have one item, Madam Clerk, that was pulled.
Yes, we'll go to item 6H. A resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Doral, Florida, authorizing the city manager to award invitation to negotiate 2025-12 city facilities custodial services to encompass on-site the most responsive and responsible proposer. Authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with Encompass On-Site for the provision of city facilities custodial services in an amount not to exceed department budgeted funds for a period of 3 years with an option to renew for an additional 4 one-year periods under the same terms, conditions, and process of the contract. Authorizing the city manager to approve as qualified services provided the second and third highest ranked proposers under this ITN, allowing the city to select them to provide services if the top-ranked proposer is unable to fulfill the full scope of the work or meet the terms and conditions required under the ITN. Authorizing the city manager to execute the agreement and expend budgeted funds on behalf of the city, providing for implementation, incorporation, or recitals, and an effective date. This was deferred from the November 12th council meeting, and this was pulled by Mayor Fraga.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I pulled this because after it was also pulled in the November meeting, I've done a lot of research and kind of talked to some of our members of the administration, particularly Parks as well, that will have to deal a lot with these vendors. And I'm not comfortable with moving forward with one contract for all of our facilities. We had issues in the past with current vendor. I think we need to split it and have 2 vendors that we can kind of, utilize. So I'm requesting that we put this back out different, that we put it out split up and allow for new opportunity, because I don't feel comfortable splitting it and choosing from that. I prefer that the applicants that have participated in the bid process bid again with clear instructions of independent facilities.
Okay, Mayor, we will go ahead and put that back out as 2 separate bids.
Okay. All right, is there any other questions, comments? In the meantime, we do have a extended contract of our current.
Yes, Mayor, the council extended the current contract in time, so we should be able to finish both processes in time before that expires.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you come back.
Motion.
All right, I don't think, do we need a motion for that? Mr. Gobiella, do we need a motion to put it back out? I don't think it's just direction.
It's just direction
Yeah,
to the
direction.
manager.
I think we're good. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. All right, I believe we move on to the reports.
Mayor's report.
All right. Welcome all. I just wanted to make an introduction to the women of tomorrow that are here with us today. Young ladies from Ronald Reagan Senior High School and JCB Doral. So welcome to the beautiful city of Doral. Thank you for being here. It is international, well, it was International Women's Day. It is Women's History Month, and so they are here to just watch a council meeting and see what we get to do every single day. So I just wanted to welcome them first. Second, I wanted to thank our incredible team, not just everyone from my office, even Councilwoman Reynoso's office, Michi, David, and the entire public affairs team, as well as Parks, IT, who pulled together last minute last week when we got a call from the State Department at the 11th hour to do a welcome reception for the Summit of Americas that was last weekend or this past weekend in our city. Doral has really taken the world stage this year, starting with this summit. This was just a little taste of what we'll be seeing for G20 at the end of the year. And I have to say that in 4 days, this team came together and pulled off an incredible reception. Everybody was extremely pleased. The State Department was so pleased. We had Deputy Secretary Christopher Landau in the city, as well as several presidents from Latin America. And the entire event was done 100% funded by fundraising from the private sector. So not one single city tax dollar was used to have this event that really showcased our city, brought together international business leaders to invest and create new jobs in our community. So it was a great benefit to the city and to everyone. And I just wanted to thank personally Maggie and all the public affairs team, Darling, all of you, just saying all of you. Thank you very much for everything you guys did, and to our entire team for everything. Liz, all of you, really great job. Mario, you all did great. So our city manager's office, city attorneys, everybody really pulled it off. We did it in 4 days, and I really didn't think it was gonna get done. So thank you very much for your hard work. And then, of course, we wanted to say happy birthday to Carlos Arroyo, to Fernando Casamayor. Carlos is March 5th. Fernando Casamayor is March 19th. And Aaron Sullivan on March 30th. Happy birthday to you guys. And that is it for my, did I forget you, Lorenzo? I'm sorry, when's your birthday?
March 6th.
March 6th. I'm sorry, Lorenzo. Wasn't here. That's right. Your birthday was the day of the reception. I forgot. I'm so sorry. And that's pretty much it for our mayor's message. I just want to also remind everyone that the farmers market is still going on. Councilwoman Reynoso has been out there every Saturday, and it's a great opportunity to come out, support local small businesses. It's a wonderful opportunity to bring out family, connect with neighbors. It's been great. So thank you very much for that. We have some fun activities hopefully scheduled over the next couple Saturdays to continue to bring out the community. But thank you all very much. Oh, and I have to thank police. Also, this weekend, you guys were incredible. It wasn't just the summit, but also President Trump was here for 4 days, pretty much, on and off. And you guys were incredible, your entire team. Please, a round of applause for police. They did really incredible. It wasn't just President Trump. Also, we had a lot of dignitaries here, so they were 24/7 the entire weekend. Our entire force was out. So thank you very much for what you guys do every single day. All right, that's it for my mayor's report.
We have advisory board comments. Item 11A, Commission Status of Women, March 2026 report.
Who's here for our Status of Women report? Belkis and Fernanda Gomez, please come up to the podium.
Good morning, Mayor, Council members. How are you?
Hello, good morning, Ms. Gomez.
So I'm just here to request the approval for an event that we are organizing. The name is not yet done or decided by the board, but we are looking to do like a 360 event where we can provide the women of the city different qualified speakers to teach them about different things, mindset, finance, very different. It's like a 360 experience for women. So you have the report. Anything, if you could approve it, we would really appreciate it in order to be able to support the community.
Absolutely. I believe we have approved in the past for the Status of Women board to have an event during the month of women.
Yes.
And what you all request is just a facility to do it in, and the rest is fundraised and sponsored.
Yes, exactly. We're not gonna use any funds from the city. We're gonna request a sponsor for that. The facility hasn't been decided yet. We're gonna work on that in the next meeting with Maggie, who's been amazing, by the way. She's giving us a really good support every meeting. So any facility that is available in the city, we can decide and use it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. I have no problems with that. I believe we've done it in the past, so just work on what facility you all is available for you all to have. I think last time you did it in the
Doral Cultural Center.
Okay, yes. 1 year it was in Legacy Park too, at the auditorium.
Yes, they were the one. Yes.
Okay.
We did it last time. We did it in Spanish and English. We were just trying to see if we do something in Spanglish so everyone can come in one event, but everyone can understand. And something a little bit more friendly, just to improve the one that we did last year.
Perfect. Okay, thank you very much. No problem. Thank you, Ms. Gomez. Okay, we need a motion. Motion to approve by Councilman Pinedo.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Reynoso. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And that it show as a unanimous support. All right, we move on to the next report.
City Manager's report.
City Manager, Madam City Manager.
So, good morning, Mayor and Council, once again. So, the city received a notice from our license plate reader manufacturer that some of our camera models are now at the end of life and will cease to be supported in the next few weeks. So, to ensure continuous coverage and support for public safety efforts, an urgent upgrade and replacement of these units is going to be necessary to mitigate this unanticipated end of life support systems, which are crucial and essential to the operations and the security that we have. The city's IT and police departments have worked to identify a proper solution and will immediately begin replacing the affected cameras. Since the total exceeds my spending authority and we are still working through this, this will be treated as an emergency purchase and will be submitted to the April council meeting for ratification. So I just wanted to notify you that I'm going to be taking those steps.
Thank you for letting us know ahead of time, Madam Manager.
Okay. The second thing is I would like to briefly introduce our new planning and zoning director, Alex Magrisso. Mr. Magrisso holds a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Finance from the University of Central Florida and a Juris Doctor from St. Thomas University School of Law. Mr. Magrisso is an accomplished land use, zoning, and real estate attorney with extensive experience in municipal government and development services. Prior to joining the city of Doral, he served as assistant city attorney and real estate asset manager for the city of Hialeah, where he provided legal oversight and strategic guidance across a broad range of planning, zoning, and development matters. He also oversaw all real estate transactions for the city of Hialeah, managing a municipal portfolio valued at about $300 million. His experience includes leading large development initiatives, including projects structured under Florida Public-Private Partnership Statute, and drafting requests for qualifications, requests for proposals, and related solicitations for city-owned properties. Please join us in giving Mr. Magrisso our welcome to Team Doral.
Thank you.
Welcome, Alex.
Good morning, Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of council, Madam City Manager, Mr. Deputy City Manager, Mr. City Attorney, Madam City Clerk. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for the opportunity that you have granted me to undertake this very important and consequential position. I'm very excited to be here, and I'm looking to do great work for you in the city of Doral. My vision will always be to use the strong foundation that has been created by my predecessors and former staff to continue to build and plan Doral that is smart, safe, and sustainable for the next 100 years. So over the last 2 weeks, I've been honored to meet assistant directors, directors, and staff, and everybody has been extremely professional and capable and very cordial. So it's clear that it's a great place to work. So I'm always available to you. No stranger to late night calls from council people or the mayor. So please, whenever you have any questions, my staff and myself, we're always available to speak. So I look forward to working with you all. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Alex. Thank you so much, Mr. Magrisso.
That's all, Mayor. Thank you so much.
Okay. Great report. We move on to the
attorneys.
city attorney.
I have nothing to report this month.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney. Madam City Clerk.
It's attached.
Thank you very much. All right, I believe that this exhausts our morning agenda, so we need a motion to recess. Motion to recess by Councilwoman Reynoso.
Second.
Second by Councilman Piredo. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, this meeting is recessed. We'll see you back here at 5 o'clock, 5:30 for our protocol, and 6 p.m. for our evening session. See you all.